And happy birthday to one of the most influential indie games ever made.
Mm-hmm. That being the little game called
Cave Story.
Cave Story. Just this game is older than me. This game is older than me. And I- I've been playing the game for like, and I've been playing this game for over a decade now. Oh, 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 oh. Also, I wanted to talk about it.
Because, you know, what would be a better time except like 5 years from now, the 25th anniversary?
Yeah, yeah. God. Yeah, you know the game made by the game made by just one guy.
Mm-hmm.
Over the span of 5 years. Is yeah, which is very impressive for the time. I'm one dude who did all of it.
Yeah.
No, I actually. No, funny thing, I actually misremembered this game's release date. It is the 23rd somehow. Funny story. I mixed. Thought of the wrong release on game. I thought of the wrong game.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Sonic Adventure.
Oops.
That released December 23rd.
Yeah.
Er, er,
Sonic goes on an adventure. Yay.
yeah. Cave Story was December 20th. Now,
Now, uh, are we going to talk about the game's history in general?
that's the game's history. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the game. Yeah, the game. That game was. So if I'm correct, if I'm correct, yeah. I was like,
Oh, well.
yeah. Yeah, I think development started in 1999. I'm with a very different looking game. Um, and before changing into before changing in before turning into something a little more recognizable, but not quite the same game. I'm having like a fucking shop system.
Which, as you know, there's no actual currency in the
And
game.
also like weapon, like just multiple weapons and like a shit ton of weapons. And these funny looking soap guys everywhere.
Were used as a base for or one of the game's reoccurring characters. Is being Balrog.
Uh, 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 there, yeah. I remember there was like this spinning blade attack.
In the final game, you have a blade attack, and then you throw a sword.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Quote, at the time, went by a different name and Eamon had a black color scheme.
Yeah.
Black colors.
It was back when Quote was known as Curly Brace.
Yep. Yep.
Which, of course, they used to
Make another character.
whose the name would be repurposed for another character.
There was like a shit ton of joke art from this area.
Yeah.
Like a mock-up for an RPG battle screen. You know, this or this really this giant quote. He was absolutely ripped.
Oh God!
If I remember. But some point the game, the game had the game said it had restarted development. And I think after Pixel got feedback, the game just wasn't working out. But yeah, ultimately, the game released on December 20th, 2004. Or after, 5 years of just one dude spent 5 years making in this game.
He was older than you.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah. Well, thankfully, and yeah. No, the game was in Japanese. is but on January 30th, 2005, I have Aeon Genesis translation proclamation. And released their first English patch. Released the English patch. Giving Western players a chance to try the game. In 2000, and yeah, that. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Please ignore the killer dog in the background.
Yeah. He gets like this at dinner time.
Okay. Thankfully, I have these facts to give you a bit of chronology. In 2008, now infamous publisher, or developer Nicholas announced they would be porting the game into WiiWare.
Nicolas Cage.
No. Your first commercial release of anything from Pixel. In this delightful time capsule from E3 2009, Tyrone from Nicholas announces that it will be adding new weapons and new characters to the WiiWare port. Or they did not.
This didn't happen.
Yeah, 2010, and on March 22nd, 2010, and the WiiWare release came out. If I'm correct, this version was kind of rough.
Oh.
Well, by that I mean it had this is where we had the new soundtrack. The really weird soundtrack. and it just has like no energy to it. Which is allegedly because, which is I think allegedly because of some kind of programming issue.
Had no what soundtrack?
No, the new soundtrack sounded very rough.
Oh yeah.
But I think it was due to some programming in stuff. With the sound, with the sound files. Also, yeah, featured updated graphics, a new soundtrack, a bonus features such as a boss rush and Curly story.
Yep.
Which I think, if I'm correct, these were fan mods for the game. Originally, European version released towards the end of the year. At the end of the year, 10th of December, fixed several graphical and audio issues. Yeah, and but didn't stop there. But in 2011, and there was also a release. The game made its way to Steam under the name Cave Story Plus. And there was a remake and a full-on remake on the 3DS. That I don't think a lot of people have played. I'm one of the people that has a physical copy.
Yeah, it was expensive.
It was like $50 or so.
Which is, I mean, I guess
it probably goes
for
for
a used 3DS game.
It wasn't even used.
Oh.
I think it was brand new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, though $40. Yeah, they charge $40 for this game. $40. The game is, the original game is free. Mm-hmm. So charging $40 is quite a lot. If I'm correct, I think the Steam version added back in the Wind Fortress.
Which is an unused dungeon.
Which was something that was meant to be in the original game. Which was an area from the original game that got cut in development. And I'm gonna guess there wasn't a way, there wasn't a gonna guess as he couldn't find guess it was just a pacing in issue. But yeah, the original area was implemented as a challenge mode. Hence why it feels different from the others. The 3D Cave Story 3D is Cave Story 3D is an interesting one. And it is indeed a fully 3D remake of the game. Mm-hmm. And with a remastered, with the new remastered soundtrack. With the new remastered soundtrack. And I can a shit ton of new areas. A shit ton of new areas to the game. And also like so many more life capsules. A shit ton of extra life capsules were added. Making your health able to go up to 99. Making your max health cap up over 99. Which is insane. There was shit like like Labyrinth M gain extended, the Egg Corridor detour, or the Falling Tower, or during the escape sequence. And so the Inner Wall. you can get a special hat.
Yes.
Yeah, this version was developed by NIS America. Or published by them. So it included one of their characters. It included the Prinny hat. As a little Easter egg. You can wear this hat. It changes your appearance. And so, and, and so, oh, all right, yeah. And so, however, it doesn't really have any of the extra modes at all. Oh, it just has time attack mode. Oh yeah, there was also the DS version that I think released in 2010, and for DSiWare. One of these versions added a difficulty options. Added an easy and hard mode option.
Yep.
Easy mode, I think, simply reduces damage, if I'm correct. And easy mode reduces damage taken, and that's what it did, right?
I think.
And hard mode.
Hard mode is terrifying.
I mean, if you have that slider on it on the go back option, and we'll say I'm too afraid. It for experienced players only.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You keeping track of the amount of releases this game has had. Yet.
What's too many?
That's already 4.
Oh god.
That's already 4 or re-releases. Also, and weirdly enough, all of these releases outside of Steam have been Nintendo exclusive. Exclusive to Nintendo storefronts.
That's really funny.
And it stayed like that in 2017. When Cave Story Plus released for the Nintendo Switch. It's adding several quality of life changes, lighting and co-op, among other things. Like being able to skip cutscenes. Hold more than one jellyfish juice. Is to cut down on the backtracking, and another thing is you can have a dog stack.
Yes.
You can have a stack of dogs.
You can stack the dogs on your head.
Yeah, again, stuff to just cut down on backtracking. And also there was they even had the new challenge mode there. In the form of the sand pit. Other challenge modes included other challenge modes included the Nemesis challenge, and to use the really gimmicky weapon, and that gets and that's strong or when it's not up powered up.
Yeah.
Up up the machine gun challenge, and you use the machine gun. On on and yeah, the sand pit is like this fucking massive area. Uh, 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 you, uh, uh, uh,
Very vertical.
Very vertical, yeah. And yeah, that has been the most recent release of the game. That has been the most recent release of Cave Story.
Yeah.
I- 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 I-
So there's the release history for this game.
Yeah.
Though there was also a spin-off.
The spin-off that released some. There's also a spin-off that released. It's called Cave Story Secret Santa.
It's a stealth game where you play as Santa, then
Santa.
you make up for in the bushlands.
Or Grasstown, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Yep, dressed as Santa, just as Santa Claus. I actually played that one recently. I actually played that one fairly recently. Because I didn't know it was freeware. I didn't know it was a free game.
Yeah.
It was apparently on the Japanese eShop before getting delisted.
Huh.
Yeah, released in 2021. Damn, it was that recent. Damn, that was like 3 years ago. Yeah, Secret Santa is like a short little stealth game.
Yep.
Where you go around delivering gifts. Yeah. How? Yeah. If so, breaking and entering in domestic violence.
Yay!
And so eating everyone, eating all the fucking cookies is in the houses.
Yeah.
Is typical Santa behavior.
Yes.
Typical Santa behavior. And you have to exit every. You don't just use the door. Or because a real Santa wouldn't do. A true Santa doesn't use the door. That's literally what the game says. No need for hand washing. I was wrong about that. That was because this game came out 3 years ago. No need for hand washing. And Cave Story it's always had a few crossover like a few official crossovers as well.
Yeah, Quote and or Curly have appeared in a lot of stuff.
Yep, like in yep, such as Blade Strangers.
Runner 3 or 2.
2.
Runner 2.
Crystal Crisis. It's Runner 2. uh, a strange appearance, and I want to be the guy. I. I. Don't ask. A strange appearance.
Strange.
Strange appearance. And I want to be the guy. Terraria has a reference as an item called the robot hat. Tail, which is quotes hat. I could go on. There's an entire video about cave story crossovers and references.
Yeah, it's nuts.
There's an entire video about cameos, references. I'm not the guy to ask about that. So, what about my history? What about our history of the game?
Yes.
Where did it start? Probably where you'd least expect it. And I believe.
Yeah, on the 3DS.
I thought there was a certain video. I thought it was
right, a video.
A certain video. Was how you learned about the game. It was just a simple video called "Cave Story" with lyrics.
Yep.
Excellent. It's where you how to learn a lot of shit without context. You learned a lot of shit without context. It's like the Easter egg items.
Like Curly's panties and Choco's lipstick.
Choco's rouge. Yeah, you got the game. I think around summer 2013. I'd say. On your 3DS. As an oh boy, you went through the struggle of trying to figure out the real ending. If I'm correct, if I remember correctly, you went through. If I remember correctly, because getting the requirements for the real ending, for the true ending is cryptic.
Yes.
Okay. You know the whole thing of don't check on the old man. Don't check on an old man who just fell into a pit.
Yeah.
And he'll actually live.
Makes absolutely zero sense, but sure.
Because if you do, you can't grab this item. You can't grab this one item. That you need. Also, and if you do, and even after you grab said item, You better make this jump, correctly. To get to this one, an area, to get to this one room. Because in the original release, the waterway cabin, the paths to the waterway cabin, did not have that block.
So if you miss it, you have to die to get another shot.
Or just reload.
You have to reload or die to get another shot at
it. Then you gotta follow the instructions there. And it doesn't stop there. You need you need to find the magic mushroom. You need to backtrack and find a magic mushroom and answer or trick questions. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you used the guide for this. I'm confident you used the.
Yeah, there's no fucking.
There's no way you're doing this first. There's no way you're doing. There's no way you are getting in the true ending on your first point.
Unless you know about it beforehand and know what to do.
Which I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. No, I'm pretty sure I made sure to get the best setting in the first go.
So I remember you resetting in because you missed something.
I probably did.
You forgot about I think was it I could have sworn it was you forgot about you didn't used your life pot.
Yeah.
But I think that was it.
Yeah, I used my life pot and was stuck with that one for the one stage sake. Sure.
Oh God, you're gonna want that. You're gonna want that. Now, funny story when it comes to me. I had been playing the game around that time, but I never beat it on the 3DS.
Yeah.
I never actually beat the game on the 3DS. I mean, look, though I did get pretty damn far. I think my original file. I did get to the prefab house. I was at 35 health.
Oh.
At 35 health. That was when I got to the apple. And so, yeah, no surprise. I didn't beat the game for some time, actually. Although I think I did eventually beat the game. I did eventually beat the game when I bought Cave Story Plus on Steam.
Yes.
I did eventually beat it. Yeah, it took me 3 years to actually beat the game myself. Now, and then I proceeded to beat the game again on the 3DS on the 3D version, on the 3D remake. Probably, I think the additional health probably had something to do with that.
Yeah.
The extra health, double the health of I normally would.
Makes it quite a bit easier.
And yeah, I don't think the game was balanced around this. Also, another weird quirk about the 3D remake was that all the difficulty is that there were no difficulty colors at all. Also, they were all just default, just quotes default color. but something far worse would happen than in 2016 with me.
Yeah.
I started try to play in a hard mode.
Oh God.
I tried playing hard mode. Uh-oh. 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 And to say to say it pissed me off would be an understatement. How bad was it? How bad was it?
He left a spiteful review of the game on
I
Steam.
can find it.
Yes.
I can find it. It's in my channel. Oh. Well, I can find this. I left a lot of really bad. I was like really fucking negative. I was like really fucking negative in 2016. I think I remember I was saying I said something like yeah, I know that I remember I said shit like like guy's so difficult. He was like Kaizo difficult levels or something, challenge modes or something. Yeah, I left. I left. I had a. You know, I said such things in my.
Well, you just want to read out the review. Read out this awful.
Did you
thing.
find it?
No. Are you looking for it?
I'm looking for it.
You just want to read it out.
Yep, here it is.
Yep.
Yeah, here they. Yep, here they are. When I was goddamn, I was an angry 11-year-old.
Yep.
Crazy difficulty, useless weapons, impossible final level, a hard mode that very few people have actually beaten, unsatisfying extra modes that give you absolutely nothing, 76 damn achievements that are nearly impossible to obtain, and forces you to play with a controller. Don't buy this game and stay far away from this game and avoid it like the plague.
What the hell?
67 hours. December 11th, 2016.
What the hell, man?
I have this really negative review. I have this really negative review. I have this really fucking negative review of the game. So it was so bad that I stopped playing the game for I stopped playing the game. I didn't touch the game for about a year and a half. It was that bad.
Yep.
It was that bad. And I fucking like swore off the game. And after that experience, it wasn't until I decided to talk about this game for the first time on the channel. Oh, don't watch that. Don't watch that. It's probably bad.
What was
Don't watch Running Hella Caves 3 retrospective. It was probably bad. It was one of our shitty reviews.
Oh boy.
It was like nearly 2 hours or something. Yeah, that is how that's how long I spent not touching the game. And yeah, it was that realization. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was overreacting. And it is a God. I fucking hated this. I fucking hated this game. It was what I was. That is what hard mode did to a motherfucker. That is what hard mode did to me. However, I don't think I got up to playing the game as frequently until I bought the Switch version in a late 2020, actually. Yeah, a little late to that, I know. A little late, a little while after it already released. It's because I was like hoping to get a physical version, copy. Yeah, but those are like getting pretty getting pretty hard to find. And so I just bought it on the eShop, up for $15. Which is the price of the Steam version, if I recall. Which is really funny, considering they're the same price.
Yeah.
I just when the Switch version has more content. My brother and I actually tried to do a co-op playthrough of the game. We never beat it. We never beat it. And I think we got up through the last cave. And nothing. And we didn't finish it.
How?
We didn't
We got to the last cave.
We got through the last cave.
Yeah.
We got through the last cave. And it's not well. Okay, maybe it has to do with the fact that we have just shitty controllers. So co-op isn't really feasible. All of our pro controllers have had issues.
Yep.
Seriously, we have like 4 of them, and I swear. Because god damn it, they can't stop up drifting. But yeah, I went very extensive on the Switch version, and I beat the game. Yep, I beat the game normally. I did the mask ending.
Mm-hmm.
Just a reminder, don't do that. Just a warning to everyone, don't go for the mask ending. Don't go for the mask ending. Yeah, I did that on a run with the machine gun. I also did a run with the snake.
Yes.
And I actually got the true ending with that one. And so I remember I found out I could also backtrack. I could also backtrack through the final cave. And actually backtrack to the final cave with the map. Ask, get it back. Return it, and then get the booster back. And then proceed to get the true ending in on that file.
Mm-hmm. Which is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yep, I even did a run with the snake. I actually beat every challenge mode on it, on that file. And there was one thing I felt I needed to do.
Yep.
Just to show just, just, just to prove something, just to prove to myself that I could. And I had to go back. That's right. I had to go back. I had to. I had to beat hard mode. That was what. That was my. I knew mission. That was like something I had to do to show how much I've improved over the game. Show I wasn't just I, hard. Let me preface. Hard mode was what made the hard mode was what made an 11-year-old me rage quit the game.
Yep.
Back in 2016. So more than 5 years later, I felt like it had to be done. I had to prove to myself. I had to prove to my past self of that I could do it, no matter what it took. And oh Lord, I was it. It was just as hard as I remembered. So what's the deal with hard mode? What makes it so bad?
Well,
Well, what would you like to know?
well, for one, you only get one health upgrade in the entire game, and it's in the Bloodstained stage.
No.
No, where is it?
Right before, or you head to the last cave.
Yeah, right before the last cave.
Be-
You get upgrade from 3 health
To 5.
to 5
So you up to 8.
to 8. You get 5 more health.
Because the thing is, all of the life capsules all the optional life, because that's the only life capsule that's given to you.
All of the ones that are actually lying around in the overworld,
They're gone.
yeah, they're completely removed.
They are gone. Oh, and also, no missile launcher. Extra kick. Just that extra kick to the balls.
You don't get a missile launcher.
You don't get a missile because that would make the game too easy. If you still had the missiles. However, so put all that together. Put all of that together, and you get the perfect concoction. In a fuck you difficulty.
Yeah.
Fuck you difficulty. Because, well, I'd like to say, everything after the egg corridor will kill you in one hit.
Yep.
Everything after the egg corridor does a more than 3 damage. Everything, if you somehow manage to survive the sand zone, boy, you've only just gotten started. You're only just getting started here. The first 4 areas were a warm up. Welcome to the goddamn labyrinth. And welcome to hard mode, to labyrinth hard mode.
Yep.
Where there are barrages of enemies. There are swarms of enemies in these rooms. It was making crowd control an absolute nightmare. Also, because you only have 3 health. You can't get the arms barrier. Though not like that would make a difference. Because there are so few enemies that do less than 3 damage at this point. Monster X. Monster X is the absolute fucking test. Puts you to the fucking test. As the like like actually understanding in patterns. Because oh god, originally I spent 4 days. I spent 4 days on A's trying to beat Monster X. X. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, but yeah, it took me 4 days to get past him. It. But something worse was coming. But something far worse was coming. It wasn't Balrog 3. That one was sort of annoying, but manageable. Hey, oh look, the chest of the super missiles dropped. It won't open. It won't open. You can because of how the scripting works, the super missile launcher chest is supposed to draw up. Mm-hmm. But since hard mode doesn't give you any, if you the missile launcher.
Well, you can't open the super missile launcher chest either.
Just says it won't open. And that is that is particularly sadistic on hard mode. But after somehow surviving surviving in Labyrinth M, the real fun begins. And now the core or on normal mode isn't too bad of a fight. If anything, you'll probably die. I'm more to the water, to the raising water level. And not the core's attacks itself. Oh, since destroying the projectiles can even spawn health. And also, those projectiles do 3 damage. You see where this is going, right?
Yes.
Right, so the core on hard mode is utter hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Anything, you can die so easily into it. And I died over and over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. It took 4 days to beat Monster X. It took 5 to beat the core.
Took more than a week to get out of the labyrinth.
It took over a week to get out of the labyrinth. But yeah, I did it. I beat the fucking core. I beat the goddamn core on hard mode. And that's the hardest it gets. The hard mode's difficulty, it peaks right there.
With the core.
Because afterwards, I wouldn't say it gets easier. I wouldn't say it doesn't get easier per se, but after the waterway, if you held on to the poor star, please you should always you always should. Mm-hmm. You always should. That is not that is an order.
Yeah. You could upgrade.
You can upgrade the power star to the spur.
Or by returning to where you first collected it.
And talking to the hermit.
If you have the booster.
If you
booster 2.0.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, only if you got the only.
Yeah, you can only reach it if you have the booster 2.0.
Oh, so yeah, only if you're going for the the true ending requirements. And so, yeah, once you do that, head back to the first cave and grab the spur, and while you're at it, go grab the whimsical star. Or, 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 or that'll help as well. Yeah, you finally get things can finally start to look up for things finally started to look up for me. With the run. Now that I had the ultimate power in my hands,
Mm-hmm.
and as I learned, the sisters fight is completely is straight up not in hard mode. Because the fight's normally optional. Anyway, is because they only spawn on if you grab the missile upgrade. And so you can just skip it. So hard mode just skips it. Albeit the sisters do drop a save disc,
So you can't use that. Can't save there.
so you don't get a checkpoint for the egg corridor. But yeah, once you, yeah, it's just again just be careful. Oh, but you're not as powerless as you were before, or with the spur in your hand. And so on that, I think it was on that same day, I beat the core, or that, I, I, or I did all the stuff to meet for the end game. And I rode the rocket. I blasted through the last cave. I made it to the surface. After a few tries, I beat the shit out of the final gauntlet, and with it, and I took that leap of faith, off the balcony, and I did it. I did it. I beat hard mode.
SpongeBob moment.
Yeah, I did it. I fucking beat hard mode. Just to prove it to myself. Just to prove it to myself. Just to prove to my 11-year-old self who fucking rage quit the game over it. It was possible. I just needed. It just took many attempts. I was. It took many attempts to do. It was. Yeah, I think I remember. I woke you up to show up to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get that final screen. Just for you to do it. I did enter the prefab house.
Yes.
Of snow. I did.
So if you ever wanted to do to try, I rename the trending on hard mode. It's right there.
It's right there. But, well, I gave that a few attempts. I kept dying to the second room.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. And also the fact that there's no missile launcher means I can't do launcher means I can't really do the missile exploit for the final phase.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I can handle. I don't think I have the patience for to do BSS hard mode. And you know what? I did it again.
Mm-hmm.
I did it again, and this year. To see how much have I improved. The answer was quite a bit. I think I only beat Monster X. I think Monster X only took me about 2 days. That is this time. The core had taken me 4 days. Is instead of 5. I would I recommend anyone play hard mode?
No.
No, no. There's a reason. There's a reason in the achievement. There's a reason the Steam achievement, and there's a reason only like 1.6% of players have earned the achievement in the Steam achievement. I like it hard. Hard. There's good reason, and hard mode is sadistic. Yeah, hard mode is an absolutely sadistic experience. Only do this if you're a masochist. Not saying that I'm one. Not saying that I'm a masochist.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure. I'm sure I'm not a masochist. And so yeah, that is. I think if I'm correct. Also, I think 11-year-old me also put hard mode, put Cave Story hard mode at number 1 out of that hardest things attempted. That top 5 of hardest things he attempted in any game. You know, up there with shit like a Special 8 Crown.
Yeah.
And Sans.
Those are all in completely different leagues.
Or Lost World hard mode. I also beat that too. And pug mode. Good lord, I've attempted way a harder shit than that since then. And yeah, I've beaten hard mode. I've beaten hard mode not once but twice. That's probably not something in the average person could say. Hey, but the fact is, yeah, hard mode just hard mode broke me back then. Hard mode fucking broke me. Despite the fact that this was like my choice.
Yes.
It was my choice to. Is to play that. And so I got that validation. And I needed it. And I shared my victory around. On as well. Many congratulated me. For that.
Yeah.
But I know that I know I've been talking about hard mode for like the past like 20 minutes or so. But that had a serious effect on my that had a serious effect on my that had a long-term effect on my relationship to this game. So I felt it was necessary to talk about. But either way, yeah, Cave Story is Cave. But I guess to wrap this up, Cave Story is one of my favorite games of all time. That wasn't obvious. That wasn't obvious.
Yeah, even if his history has been rocky at some point.
Very rocky. I've had some very rocky point into this game. And that's not even going into any of the. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I go. Yeah. That goes with. Yeah. And that's not even going into any of the garbage we came up with,
Mhm.
and any of the garbage we came up with, which we've talked about before. At least our original sequel idea. At least our original sequel idea, which was really fucking bad and stupid and dumb.
Have we talked about that on this channel?
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We are currently in the process of
Figuring out what we would do.
doing a different direction.
Yeah. Trying to actually make it not the stupidest thing ever.
Not the disembodied Satan's eyeball. Not Satan's eyeball. All in the.
Only quote being insufferable.
I can partially blame. We can partially blame Aim Quote's portrayal on our cousin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In which that's a whole other can of worms. I'm not opening.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would very much derail this video.
Yeah.
And I think I've talked a bit about it before. I think I might have talked about it in that video as well.
Piss.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Also, I technically speaking own every copy of the game.
Yeah, you owns every version of Cave Story.
Legally.
Sure.
Sure. I do own a physical copy of Cave Story 3D, though. Well, I mean, officially, I own like 4 different versions.
Yeah, 3DS,
S3D.
3D, Switch, and Steam.
I'm one of the people that I'm one of the few that have actually have a physical copy of Cave Story 3D.
Yeah.
But yeah, currently the only available versions of this game is well the freeware version. Yeah, the freeware version and the Steam version, which has not been updated in a while. Oh, and the most update and the definitive edition and the definitive version and on Switch. So either way, you should be you should play this game. That's an order.
Yes.
That's an order.
That's an order.
Or you should play Cave Story if you haven't already. And dear, I've been rambling for 70 minutes again. And would you look at the time?
Yay.
Would you look at the time? I've been rambling for too long on about one game again.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, consider this our Christmas video. Consider this our Christmas special. I don't really have any other. I don't really have any ideas for ideas this year.
Yeah.
Or for one. I know Christmas isn't another for another week. I'm aware. But we have we have our big anniversary video. After Christmas.
Yeah.
As for our how long? What
How many years?
How many years has it been? How many years has it been? What do you mean it's been? What do you mean it's been near? What do you mean we've been doing this for nearly 10 years?
9.
9?
Is it gonna be our 9th?
10th.
Oh my god!
What do you mean we've been doing this for nearly 10 years?
Holy shit!
But what we'll do? Well, you'll just have to see. You'll just have to wait and see. Happy 20th anniversary. Happy 20th anniversary to Cave Story. He just wanted to say that. So, okay. So with that being said, I'm Noseran.
And I'm Amaray, and bonjour, my wonderful
viewers.
viewers.
See you
in the
next
next
video.
video.
I'm
Yay.
sorry, your mom couldn't put those upstairs.